Yeah, functions of supervisor. So what were the functions that were performed by the supervisor in an organization? Okay, so this supervision is studied under the concept of directing. Directing is one of the functions of management, so which comes after planning, organizing, staffing. So after staffing we will study about directing, and under directing we will study about the elements of directing, and under those elements supervision is the first element. Okay, so now we are going to study about the functions of supervision or functions of supervisor. Okay, and supervisor means it refers to a person who is responsible for overseeing the performance of employees at work. As I said before, supervision means a keen observation by the manager or else the supervisor on the subordinate. Okay, that he is performing the assigned work properly or not according to the plans of the organization. Okay, he is the lower level manager who directly guides, coordinates and controls the activities of the workers. So the position of supervisor is very critical. He is known as the man in the middle because he represents both management and workers. Okay, so we studied in this supervision concept only. So he acts as a linkage between the top level management and lower level management. So that is why he is known as the man in the middle. Okay, and coming to the functions, so first function is the planning the work. So planning the work means the supervisor lays down the production targets for each worker and prepares production schedules for his subordinates. Okay, so he also determines the methods and procedures of doing the work. He also assigns the work to subordinates and explains the plans of management. He is thus concerned with planning of day-to-day operations at the workplace. So supervisor is concerned with the planning. Okay, so he plans the work, he prepares the schedules, he gives targets to each of the worker, he will assign the work to the subordinates. So at the same time he also determines what method should be used, what is the procedure should be followed to do that particular work. So he assigns the work to subordinates and explains what is the plan of management. Okay, so this is known as the planning the work. Okay, coming to second one, organizing the resources. So organizing the resources means the supervisor defines the duties and authority of each worker working under him. Definitely he should define about the roles and responsibilities, the duties, the authority of each worker. Okay, he who is working under him. He makes a systematic arrangement of activities. So organizing means, the meaning itself we know that organizing means systematic arrangement. Okay, so systematic arrangement of what means systematic arrangement of activities. Okay, and at the same time the resources also for that group. So he explains the tasks to be performed by each subordinate and he delegates proper authority to workers also. Okay, so that is known as the organizing the activities and the resources. Coming to third one, staffing the units. Okay, staffing the units means the supervisor is actively involved in the selection and orientation of workers. He takes part in interviewing candidates and familiarize new employees with their jobs and work environment. So we all know, so staffing means definitely recruiting the people. So while recruiting the new employees, definitely those employees should be given some training. At the same time we have to, the supervisor has to explain about the job description, job responsibilities, the work environment. Why? Because to familiarize. Okay, according to the organization. So staffing means that one. So the supervisor provides on the job training to persons working under him. So he gives orders, instructions, and suggestions to workers so that they can perform their jobs efficiently. So that is known as the staffing. So if you keenly observe, supervisor functions means it involves planning, it involves organizing, it involves staffing. In each and every aspect, there is supervision, direction, and directing concept is involved in these three. Okay, three functions of management. And now coming to fourth one, maintaining the discipline. So the supervisor enforces the rules and regulations to the of the organization. means he uses leadership, he uses authority, okay, and also the techniques to maintain the discipline among his subordinates. And he also for issuing inspires or motivates the workers to work hard and improve their productivity, okay. So the keen observation also will be there maintained by the supervisor. So the keen observation and allocation of the authority and responsibility, so that particular will be responsible for his work. So definitely while superior is observing that candidate, that subordinate, definitely he will do his work properly. That means in a disciplined manner. Definitely he is responsible to assigned work, so therefore he definitely use the discipline, definitely he will maintain the discipline, okay. And coming to enforcing safety measures, so enforcing safety measures means the supervisor creates safety consciousness among workers, okay, and takes actions against breach of safety regulations. He explains how to use safety devices, okay, and also he lays down safety standards at the workplace. For example, if we go for any mining company, means definitely there will be certain safety measures to be followed by the workers who are working under that mining company. So likewise, this supervisor creates safety consciousness among the people or else among the employees who are working at that particular place. So and also he will take actions against any breach of safety regulations. If the workers are not following, means definitely action will be taken by the supervisor, okay. So that is known as the safety regulation, okay. Here safety consciousness and safety regulation is also enforced by this supervisor. And coming to handling grievances, so handling grievances means the every organization, definitely the lower level management or other level management employees definitely have some negative attitude towards the management, which are known as the grievances, okay. So or else the complaints, or else the pains of the employees. So the supervisor is the person who listens to their grievances and their complaints, okay, of his subordinates. So he helps to solve these at the workplace and brings these grievances to the notice to the management. Why? Because he is the man of middle, okay, or else he is known as the linkage between the top level management and lower level management. So definitely he will communicate, he will recommend suitable measures for solving those grievances to the top level management. He will bring those grievances to the notice of the top level management. So he serves as a friend, philosopher, and guide to workers in order to maintain sound labor relations in the organization, okay. And appraising performance, this is the last function. So appraising performance means enhancing their performance. And a supervisor evaluates the work performance of his subordinates in the light of predetermined standards. So performance means we are evaluating. So evaluating means definitely we will evaluate the performance depending upon the predetermined standards with actual performance, okay. So standards are the predetermined one, okay, and the actuals are the actual performance that have been done by the workers. So these two will be evaluated, okay. So by measuring actual performance, the supervisor identifies the weaknesses, if any, and suggests corrective measures to overcome them, okay. So in this way he exercises control over the activities of subordinates. So controlling function is also there here. So here planning, organizing, staffing, and here in appraising performance we will see the controlling measures, okay. So likewise in each and every function of management we will see this supervision or else directing concept, okay. So this is all about the functions of the supervisor, okay.